Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Chico Sticks, Pickles, Jolly Ranchers, Mary Jane's, Pop Rocks, Lemon Heads. Should I go on? Bitter Honey, Freeze Cups, Candy Cigarettes. Listen, how about you make your way down to the modern day Candy Lady and see all of this and more? Satisfy that sweet tooth Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Sight and Sound Candy and more. Follow us on IG at Sight and Sound Candy and on Facebook at Sight and Sound Candy. We are located at 1000 North Martin Luther King on the corner of Washington and MLK. Give us a call, 702-648-4444. Again, that number, 702-648-4444. Thank you.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
It's your man, Goose Thomas. What it is, folks?
Sound a little foreign a little bit for me.
Yeah, slight.
It's been about a month.
Slight. It's okay, though.
It's been about a good month, man. I appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody tuning in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. We are here to give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. We move different over here, man.
Yes, sir.
We move different, man. So if you're walking and if you're not walking, we appreciate you in our area, in our zone. We love y'all, man. We appreciate you, man. NCAA is here, man. Sweet 16 is here.
Elite 8 now.
Yeah, Elite 8 is here. Also, NFL free agents are just moving around and all type of things in the NFL. And right now, the NBA is starting to try to position themselves for the playoffs also. So we got a lot of sports to talk to you about. Please, please, please share the live feed. Let the ball bounce. We appreciate everybody who is tuning in to us every Saturday, man. I was going to say every Tuesday, but every Saturday at 2 p.m., man. Look, this is what we do. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. Let the ball bounce at gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor of the show, like Serenity Funeral Home, located at 1140 Almond Lane, and Sight and Sound Candy and more, man.
1000 North Martin Luther King, Suite F, man.
Yes.
It's crazy.
So support, man. Support black businesses. Support Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. This is a black business.
Yes.
If you didn't know. Support it.
Yes.
Share the live feed. If you can share the live feed right now, man, you are doing Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio creators a huge, huge favor by doing that, man. So we won't ask you for much.
That's what I was going to say. No, we're not asking for money.
We never do.
We've never done that.
No.
11 years of doing this show, and we've never asked for a dime.
No, we haven't.
All we ask for you is to share the live feed.
Share the live feed. And if you want to be a sponsor, let us know. We got different sponsorship packages that will fit your needs, man. Big ups to the producers of the show, myself, Goose Thomas, Bill Logan, and Sherm the Worm, and executive producer of the show, Shake DeVille, out in Long Beach, man.
Shakespeare, man.
Yeah, man. That's our Laker insider.
Yes,
And producers, music producers of the show, Jose V.
Jose V in the building.
And executive music producer is Speak Low out in St. Louis, man, giving us that heat, that dope intro, man. Speak Low got a new song out, man. Dirty Mac, man. He did a video, came out here in Vegas. If you ain't heard it, man, we're going to give you a little small snippet. But at the same time, man, go and support.
Yeah.
That's all we ask, man. Don't be that guy. Don't be the Dirty Mac. It's a lot of y'all out there, man, who watch us. Right? And go behind our back and just dirty Mac us.
You dirty Mac. That sucks. It sucks that you got a dirty Mac.
Those type of people really exist, though.
There are real dirty Macs.
Yes.
Still in
Jose
2023.
V, it's a lot of people who come up to you and say, "Hey, Jose V, man, I love your show," and then when you leave, they man, I can do that.
stand that
man. I can't stand.
I had that happen to me today. Somebody called my media fake media.
Wow.
So I'm just saying, it happens all the time.
Dirty Mackin'. In media. It used to just happen at school with the chicks that, if a chick pushing up on you, that's what they really hate.
Yeah.
They really hate when the chick push up on you and then they go back to the chick and tell them something not true or foul about you.
Well, I think you got to be careful about the word chick because you can't use that. You got to give them a pronoun.
Right. That's
It's
right.
like him, her,
yeah,
them, type of stuff.
Yeah, they go back and tell her.
Well, was it really a her or them?
Let's hope that it was really a her.
Because because today I really wanted to identify myself as a white guy today.
I mean,
and walk into the studio and demand my rent.
I mean, look, man, it's.
I guess you can wake up any morning and decide to be someone whatever you like.
I don't know if y'all like really pay attention to Piers Morgan. He's awesome.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I don't know what political party he affiliates himself with, and I really don't care because I'm not into politics like that. But what he says, is phenomenal. If you listen to Piers Morgan, he is one of the most logical people that I can think of in old media. Because he's been in media for longer than we've probably been alive. Piers Morgan been doing it for a long time. But just sit and listen to Piers Morgan, man. Just that's all I want you to do.
Big ups to everybody who's following us on Facebook, where we got the hottest sports talk page.
Yes, sir.
On social media, Let the Ball Bounce on IG. We don't have an OnlyFans, but we do have each other.
Yes, we do.
Hey, Goose, I actually have that audio of what you're talking about.
Yeah,
about
please.
Piers Morgan.
Yes, please. If you got it up, please play it. I just want people to hear it, man. And this is just one of many, but this is the one that really just caught me, bro. If you got that, Jose.
Let me go ahead and get this. You know how it is, YouTube with it.
It's okay,
Absolutely.
man. It's okay, man. But
no question, man.
Angelica Mallet, Talk TV's Esther Krakow, and Fox News contributor Tommy Laren. So, Tommy Laren, let me start with you. Two people in Britain today who've been at the forefront.
Actually, this is the whole video. Let me get just the quote.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he was talking to Tommy Laren when he said that. It was another woman, a feminist, that he was speaking to.
Yeah.
That just is an advocate.
Well, I mean, what I'm finding out now in early of 2023 is that men can have babies now.
Man, tough. Wow, I don't want that. Because women don't want our problems. Especially as black men, black and brown men in this country. Women don't want our problems, so I don't want none of theirs.
Yeah.
No, I'll be here for you, though.
Can a man actually have a baby?
Look, man.
Science.
They showed a man pregnant up on the thing, and I'm like, wow.
Was it a man or was it a woman that transitioned into?
Look, brother.
Okay. Well,
hey, man. You got it? All right, Jose.
Wow.
We listen to this, man. Listen to Piers Morgan, man.
Yes.
Firstly, I mean, it was
I'm serious. If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I on International Women's Day say I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status.
I think
we're
that's
talking
what.
about quite a
with
strong
respect, I think that
change.
you'd already opened the absurdity door by
You
saying
already opened
you can do what you
the
like.
absurdity
Anyone can say, I'm a woman.
door.
So I simply ask you, why can't I?
I mean, this point kind of ridicules trans people to an extent.
Actually, I think what you said ridicules trans people. Why can't?
Well, for today's show, I'm going to identify as a giraffe because I'm high as giraffe ass right now.
Wow. That's up. That's up. You up?
I'm up.
We up.
I'm up.
You all the way up.
Yeah. Well, that's the world we live in, man. What can you do? Let the ball bounce on Twitter, and that's with one T. Stop dirty macking. Man, play that dirty. Play a little snippet of that dirty mac, man. Big ups to Speak Low, man.
Quit dirty macking, man.
Come on, man.
Stop it. Come on, man.
Hey, it's a lot of people that know us too. Friends that Dirty Mac. Well, people who say they are friends.
Oh, non-debatable.
Never thought I'd see it come from you.
Non-debatable.
We don't condone that.
Ooh. Some folks that said they'll probably be in the studio and ain't showed up.
Bump that a little bit.
Yeah, man.
That's Miss
Y'all
Toy.
see that in the back? Y'all see what that is in the background, man? The Strat. We in the vague, man.
Everybody gringo, everything gringo. Smoke a whole lot
that
of
place look
hydro.
familiar?
Dirty Mac and gotta watch them
Come
with
on,
the
man.
third though. They be singing like some birds though. They dumber than dumb, them niggas ain't no nerds though. Punch the clock, checking in
Miss
like you
Toy.
Herschel. Switch it up, that shit ain't no
Miss
commercial.
Toy, man.
Hurt your feelings big.
Yeah, man. Quit dirty macking.
Come on, man. Stop Dirty Macking, y'all. Big ups to Speak Low out
Shout
there.
out Speak Low, man.
Show that, man.
With that fire, man. Straight up, man.
We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate everybody giving us a little bit of time, man. We love Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio.
Yes,
we
do.
love to talk sports. We love to debate. We love our page. We've inspired a lot of people, whether they want to tell you that we've inspired them or not.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Bro. I think for as long as we've been doing this, man, and it's been a really long time.
Yeah.
When podcasts weren't cool.
Yeah.
When no one knew what the word podcast even meant. It wasn't even a word that people used.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah, we did that. It's
And
been
if
a long
And
time.
if you followed us for the last more than a decade,
Trend setting.
you know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Big ups to Bill Logan and Sherm, who are not here, man. But
Shout out, man.
Rick Pitino.
Man.
He's leaving Iona.
Slick Rick.
It's one of my favorite coaches of all time.
Legendary. He's legendary.
And he's taking his talents to St. John's.
St. John's. Yeah.
I think that's a good look.
Yeah.
Too bad Felipe Lopez is not available.
Man, where is Chris Mullen when you need him? Because this is. But you know what, though? If anybody is, we're not going to talk about the scandal stuff because that's already out there. We don't even want to go there. We want to talk about the coach that is Rick Pitino.
Yeah.
If you think about it, Rick Pitino kind of set the blueprint for what we're seeing coaches do today, right now. I'm talking about with the going out and, sitting in your living room and talking to the best players and their parents in the country, going into their living rooms and saying, I want your son here. Right? I think he's that guy.
Yeah.
And
I don't even think he even needs to.
he really doesn't.
Coach
at this point.
Pitino is on the phone. It's like, maybe we need to look at this spot.
But look, St. John's, though, under the radar legendary program.
Yeah.
You can kind of go down the list of St. John's greats and see what their transition was like from college basketball to the National Basketball Association. And it can be traced back quite a while. It really, truly can. So he's stepping into a situation that I thought that I like to think was pre-planned.
Yeah.
I don't think he was gonna die at Iona. Let's be honest here. Now Iona has had some success in the past in the NCAA tournament. I want to say maybe 7-8 years ago. I think they made the Final Four around that time. So, it was a segue for him to get back into, I guess you can call, mainstream college basketball.
Yeah, it was a place for him to go and lay low.
Sure, no doubt.
Go to Iona, lay low,
Yeah.
and wait for the right opportunity. And I think this is a great opportunity for Rick Pitino and his staff to go over to St. John's and try to rejuvenate that program and bringing them back to where they used to be.
Mm-hmm. And shout out, man, Chris Wynn. He said Chris Mullin nor Mark Jackson are walking through that door.
Yeah.
But those are just two of the names that we can pop out that made great transition from college basketball to the pros.
To the pros.
Absolutely, man. And I think he got a 6-year deal?
Yes,
at St. John's?
6 year.
So I think, and it's crazy because he's 70. Like, you don't even think about Rick Pitino being that old.
No.
Like, he's like the ageless wonder.
He
bro.
looks like he's connected to,
slight. Look like he might got something up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked like he was connected to the old mob back in the day.
Man, it pierces out at me.
Yeah.
You know
Georgetown let go of Patrick Ewing.
Yes, they did. And
he was there. He had a nice little stint.
He was okay, man. I think, and I had a conversation with somebody on the page about it. None of these kids know who Patrick Ewing is. You can't say Patrick Ewing's name and it just reigns within the coaching realm.
Yeah.
We all know him as a player and how great he was as a player, but these kids don't.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Because we watched him.
Yeah.
But these kids don't know who he is as a coach. And somebody was talking about Mac McClung, about him originally going to Georgetown to play for Pat. But what folks fail to realize is Mac McClung is from the DMV.
Yeah.
He's from there. It was probably his lifelong dream to play at Georgetown.
He wanted to be a Hoya.
No matter who the coach was.
Yeah.
It just happened to be Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think he'll get another chance on somebody's bench. He'll probably be back in the NBA again as an assistant, but he was there 6 years, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a long time.
But it went quick, though.
Very fast.
So that's why that Rick Pitino thing over in St. John's is going to be a good look for him. So we're really interested in seeing what's going on in this Elite Eight. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of Vegas ballers that's stepping up, man. Shouts out to Vegas.
Yes, indeed, man. Gonzaga. Look, man, I'm giving Gonzaga one more chance, bro.
Against UConn?
I'm giving them one more shot.
Against UConn?
I'm just giving them one more chance, period, before I just totally fall off the Mark Few bandwagon, bro.
Please tell me why.
Look, shout out to Mark Few, right? He's been able to take a program where we can name some guys that played at Gonzaga that went on to have solid pro careers. I mean, it's a guy named John Stockton that was pretty damn good in the National Basketball Association, but and countless others after him. But he's taken this mid-major program and essentially made them a Power 5 within mid-major, right? They're in the West Coast Conference. Nobody really cares. One other team in there, and that's St. Mary's, and nobody cares about the West Coast Conference. But he's essentially made them a Power 5 program.
Every year.
Every year they're in contention. Every single year. They just can't win. Why?
They are huge. That's a huge team to upset people. Like if you know when you're in the tournament starts, you don't want to bet against them because they always end up here and then they end up not going further. And so right now they're going to be playing against UConn. I think this is where the buck stops.
Because I didn't see UConn doing what they did the other day. I didn't see that.
It finally hit their stride.
I didn't see that happening. I picked Texas originally to win the entire thing because they were playing the best that last week of their regular season and all the way through the tournament. They breezed through the Big 12 tournament, beating Kansas for the Big 12 title. And I still think they're playing the best. I think from an overall standpoint, them and the San Diego State Aztecs have the best backcourt play right now as we speak. Right now. They're playing the best in the backcourt. And I say this every single year, and sometimes I nauseate myself. Guard play on both ends wins this tournament. It's inevitable. It happens every single year if you pay attention. The best backcourts win this tournament. Not the best front courts, not your best 3. The best 1 and 2 win this tournament.
Yep.
Happens every year. And right now, those are the 2 best teams right now that I see with my naked eye that are playing the best.
I like UConn. UConn's looking good.
Tough. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't count any of these.
No.
These 8 out. No number 1s going into the Elite 8. No. That's crazy.
This is really, really good, man. This NCAA tournament. I've been watching the women's NCAA tournament, and they've been getting a little chippy.
I love it, bro.
They've been petty. It's the players been petty, chippy, everything else.
No question.
But South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Tough. Don Staley, man.
They're tough. They're so tough, bro. I don't see anybody beating them. But Miami look scrappy defensively, bro.
Super scrappy.
They play as if they're losing by double digits like the entire game.
But that's what you want. You want these people to go out and play every possession as if it was their last.
Sure. No question about it. No question about it. But it's definitely gonna be real interesting, man. I know us being Vegas natives, right? To see the way this city has evolved. We get Allegiant Stadium, right? Yep. We got the Super Bowl coming
next year.
This is all within a 5-year stretch of this stadium coming, y'all. We get a Sweet 16 Elite 8 stop in the NCAA tournament. Y'all don't think the Final Four gonna be here within the next 3?
Oh, for sure.
Y'all really don't think that? Man, stop it. The Final Four will be right at Allegiant Stadium.
They are slowly turning Las Vegas, Nevada into a sports town.
Of course.
We will soon have a Major League Baseball team and an NBA team, I believe.
And at that point, there will be no reason on God's green earth that you could not label Las Vegas as the sports town in America. None whatsoever. I wouldn't believe you. Like New York City, Philly, those are cities that are like stamped.
Chicago.
Right, Chicago. Those are teams that are cities that are stamped. But when you're talking about the constant rotation of sports in a town, I'm talking about all varieties. It's Las Vegas, Nevada, or it's nothing. We got F1 coming.
Yeah.
They're building out for F1 right now. We are the premier sports town in America.
Yeah. The aliens like it. They got Area 51 out there.
They love it, bro. They absolutely love it, man. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Let the ball bounce, Sports Talk Radio, man. This is what we do. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio every Saturday at 2 p.m. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
The NBA, man. The Dallas Mavericks, Luka is a little bit frustrated. He's a little frustrated with if the season started today, they would not even be in the play-in. And you got a lot of pundits and people out there who are blaming this on Kyrie. This is a team game, man. And Luka has been, and this is no shade on Luka, but Luka likes to hold that ball and play one-on-one and do Luka.
He's a black hole. Kind of like what we got on Carmelo Anthony for his entire career. So we can't get on Luka for the same thing?
Well, he's mad. He's saying that, before he used to step on the court, he used to be, jovial and happy and loving the game. But right now it's a bit frustrating for him.
No, be mad.
To enjoy the game.
Take it out on somebody else, though. Take it out on your opponents that you keep losing to. Because before the trade deadline, the Mavericks were solidified in a spot. We talked right here at the desk about the Dallas Mavericks being one of those squads that if you caught them in a 7-game series, you be a little reluctant. Now, who cares about the Dallas Mavericks? Not a soul.
Well, they traded away a lot of really good pieces, man. Dinwiddie, Finney Smith.
Huge.
Come on, man.
Those
are role players that you just do not get rid of, to me.
And that's why I questioned the Phoenix Suns when you trade away your 2 best defensive players. Look,
and I am really good offensive players.
And I'm talking about coming around offensive players, though. Like they're ascending, bro. I love Kevin Durant. Nobody probably loves him more than me. But I wouldn't have traded him for those two. I'm not doing it. Sorry. You can be upset with me all you want. You can call me crazy all you want. I'm not giving up two 23-year-olds ascending for a
what is he, 35?
On his way down superstar. He's an aging superstar. He's still Kevin Durant.
And you still got Chris Paul over there, aging superstar.
Aging superstar. Why would I get rid of my youth?
The Phoenix Suns are on a 3-game losing streak. Yeah. They better watch out, too, because they lose 2 more games. It's going to be real tight down there at the bottom.
The West already a logjam.
It's been a logjam.
It's been a logjam. So you lose if you're 4 through 7 right now, right in that area, it's 11 games left. Lose 2 out of 4. You could really be done.
Yeah, you really could.
Because those teams in the 9-8 spots,
they're coming up.
Better watch your back. 4 through 6.
Well,
better watch.
Memphis, glad that they got their quote unquote troubled superstar back. Was he really troubled? And come on, Steven Jackson has made some comments.
Come on, don't be stupid.
About how when he was in the NBA, he actually shot a gun.
Wow.
Do we really need to hear this from Steven Jackson right now? Like, Steven Jackson, are you trying to condone what Ja Morant was doing? Or are you trying to tell him that he's not alone?
Yeah.
I mean, what
I got
are
your
you
back
saying?
Here. I'm with you.
What are you actually saying? I'm just trying to figure it out.
I'm totally confused by that.
I don't like it when superstars, whether it be athletes, entertainers, actors, they make it out of the area that they tried so hard to fight out of, right? But constantly want to remind you how much of a thug they was, and hey, bruh, we see that you made it out. Embrace that, right? Move on. I don't need to know that you used to rob people.
It's useless information to me.
Right now, it is.
I don't care.
So how does that help Ja Morant?
Doesn't.
You making that statement, how does that help him?
Does nothing for Ja.
How is he going to look at that?
Yeah, does nothing for Ja. Because Ja ain't even built like that, number one. Ja's not built how you're talking. You're trying to make Ja into something that we know he's not. Ja ain't built like that, bruh. He never has and he never will be. He got caught up in a moment.
That's it.
Jalen Rose tried to get him to snitch, which I still don't understand. People are really going to bat for Jalen Rose here, and he really tried to get Ja Morant to tell whose gun it was.
Well,
the first question
he was trying to get Ja Morant to say that it wasn't his, and that's what he did.
Okay.
That's what he did.
Just it wasn't mine.
That's it.
But
let's clear the air. It wasn't. Who was it? It wasn't mine. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. We move on.
That seems sketchy at first glance. I just come on, Jalen, you from the D, brother?
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to get him to. I would just think he was trying to get him to say that it wasn't his.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Because it could have been a yes or no question that he could have asked.
Yeah.
Hey man, was that your weapon?
I'm sure before the interview he
was probably prepped for it. Sure.
You know,
it just didn't seem right to somebody from the
next
outside
week,
looking in.
I got to meet with my lawyer to get prepped for court.
Right. Of course. There you go.
That's going on in April.
Prep.
So yeah.
Prep. Yeah. There you go. Absolutely.
These are a bunch of questions that may be asked, and we just want to prep you for it.
There you
so
go.
that's what it is.
Go. But getting back to the point with Ja. We know he's not built that way.
No,
and
he's a hooper though.
Yeah, hooper.
Just hoop.
We've been a fan of this guy. Since his his last few years in college, and we knew that he was a Power 5 Division I player, but seeing him at that mid-major level and seeing him the way he dominated, we knew this dude would translate, and he has. He's translated like above my expectation, to be honest.
Are Memphis Grizzlies a contender to you?
Sure they are. But you know who made me really think about the Memphis Grizzlies as a team?
Justin Timberlake? I was trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out.
He's from a suburb of Memphis. Germantown is where Justin Timberlake is from. But you know he gonna say Memphis every time, man. But our guy Shea Jones, man, really made me think about the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And a grimy team, bro. Like we can't take their identity away from them. But in a playoff scenario, will they disappoint you being so grimy that they forget to score buckets? Because this game will forever be about buckets.
Yes, but I really believe that the Memphis Grizzlies have to be able to stop people, right? Mm-hmm. And so with their light-skinned assassin over there who calls himself one of the greatest defenders.
One that shoots 29% from three?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're counting on him to stop the other team's greatest player or maybe get in their head and things like that and not cause them games because of his antics,
Gonna be hard pressed.
That's gonna be hard pressed.
Yeah.
So we'll see how quickly the maturity goes from today in another 2 weeks.
Sure. Because we've sat here at this desk and we've praised like the role players and the players that make differences, right? But we always come to a consensus that you need that bona fide star to win. Now, Ja has definitely cemented himself as one of those guys, I think. I think he's a star in the league right now. Superstar, not going to put that on his shoulders quite yet. Ooh. Star in the league, no question. He's a star.
I think Ja's superstar.
You think he's superstar status? I don't know.
He good.
I just can't. He's really good. No, he's not good. He's extremely good.
Superstar.
He's really good.
Superstar.
I just don't think I'm ready to like stamp it on him yet.
He's superstar.
I won't argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you about it. He's definitely, you come to the turnstiles turn because of him in Memphis, Tennessee. No question. But I don't think I'm ready just personally to just stamp him quite yet.
Maybe one more year of maturity.
Yeah, no doubt. Because that plays a role.
Yeah, it does.
That plays a role.
It plays a role.
Yeah, absolutely.
The New Orleans Pelicans are finding their way all the way down the list.
They're one of those teams.
Yes. And that is because Zion is letting his team down again by not being available. Mm-hmm. This guy, man, look, let me tell you, he has all the talent in the world. When he's healthy, he's up there. Mm-hmm. Not quite superstar yet to me because he cannot get. If you want to talk about the real street clothes, it's Zion. That man cannot stay healthy, bro.
Yeah, bro. It sucks.
And he signed for a bag too.
Yeah, and they gave it to him.
Well, they're banking on potential.
Right. Well, we're watching how that's going. We're watching it in real time.
In a minute, B.I. and McCollum going to get tired of that boy sitting down, and they're going to be like, look, man, we need to go somewhere where somebody can at least be 70% healthy.
Come on, Brody.
He can't even give you 70% healthy right now.
That's crazy.
Unless they're saving him for the playoffs.
So why would you do that?
Because you're looking out of the playoffs right now.
Right now. Where New Orleans sitting right now? Like they were literally like in that third or fourth slot, like right before the All-Star break.
I think they're like 11, bros.
Now keep in mind, B.I. missed some time within that stretch as well.
Man, like 15.
He missed like a month and some change, bro. So I'm not going to throw it all on Zion, but he's the common denominator.
You are the team superstar.
No doubt.
14th.
God, dog.
Actually, they've already been eliminated. They already have the East.
It's a done deal.
Charlotte is done for the season. Good night. See you next year. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, hey, and Michael Jordan's selling his majority shares in the team. Hey.
He's selling his majority shares.
We gonna talk about that. What do I know the Hornets? What about the Pelicans though in the West? Where are they sitting right now? Because they were one of those top 3-4 squads, and they've plummeted, bro.
The Pelicans are sitting right behind the Lakers at 9.
They not gonna make
they
it.
They were like literally in fourth like a month ago.
They were top 4.
No question.
They're not gonna make it. Because now you have Phoenix who are down there. You got the Clippers who have lost Paul George for at least another week with a sprained knee. And that looked bad, too. I was like, yikes.
Yeah. Playoff P.
The Clippers got rid of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. They traded him away, remember, for...
Who
they should have kept him.
Who was involved in that? Because now they're struggling to find an everyday point guard.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, like he's at like 31 a game.
35
a game. Oh my god. Yeah, Shea Gilgeous he's good. Look, man, if they can if they can keep that young core together. Which I don't think they will, just because of salary.
You talking about Oklahoma
City.
Well, they got Holmgren who sat out this whole year.
Holmgren ain't even played.
No, he sat
People
out.
forgot about him. Chet Holmgren. People forgot about him. He hasn't even played.
Chet is coming back next year. I think San Antonio are maybe tanking to try to get that
getting it. Yeah.
That 7-7 guy.
Yeah, they are. That's what's happening. They're trying to get the most ping pong balls right now. Yeah, they're trying. But it's funny, like if you watch them, they still play hard. Like it's extremely weird. They still play hard. They just don't have the pieces to win significant basketball games.
No.
They just don't.
We're going to take a question. Well, just a statement real quick.
Yeah,
Chris Wynn said, let's be honest, at the point of his career, Zion's basically been a slight more productive than Greg Oden. I mean, is that saying anything? No. I mean, Greg Oden, that's not really saying anything.
I mean, I think he had a few, like, when he came back the second half of that first year, like, dude was electric, bro. He really was. Like, I'm going to put him like 2 steps above what Greg Oden did. Like, at least that. But I can see where Chris Wynn is aiming.
He's aiming, but I
can see that. But I'm going to put him a little bit above Greg
You don't
Oden.
get no, and Goose will tell you that, Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk will tell you this, you don't get no credit from Dre for not being available for your team, because that plays a major role in me giving you any type of accolades. I mean, I'm hard on Bo Jackson, saying that he's the most the most overrated football player of all time.
Yeah, it's not the first or 10th time he said that.
Yeah,
I think that makes 225.
The fact that he was hurt and not available goes into play when I'm giving you accolades. And I think the NBA is starting to come along with saying, if you're not playing a certain amount of games in the NBA, you can't be available for certain trophies, MVP, defensive player, first team all defense. You can't. And I think that's a good thing.
I think it's a great thing, because how does it equal out? Like how, like if we're talking about fairness all the way across the board, how is it fair that you played in 57 games, but you getting MVP votes? You may have averaged 3 or 4 points more than me, couple more assists, couple more rebounds.
But you sat 25 games.
But you sat 25, but I played 78. And was available for my team, and my wins above replacement, or my win shares might be more than, they're gonna be more than yours because I played more. How does that even equal out into fairness? So
my sweat equity has a higher percentage.
It's there. So I'm with Adam Silver here on this. I'm all the way with it. No question. If you're not here, how are you getting MVP votes and more than me? No. Don't work like that.
Nah, don't.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't work like that.
So yeah, I'm with that all the way.
Lonzo Ball too. I mean, he's done
tough.
For the season.
That's tough, bro.
This may be. It's not looking good for the rest of his career if he can't come back and be productive and healthy and actually give you at least a half a season after this. I mean, he's got to actually sit out probably the entire 2023 season this year when they start back up, and he may not even be available to after All-Star 2024.
And that just all depends on how this surgery goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because we don't know. Oh, man, that's tough.
Magic Johnson wanted to pick him over Fox.
Oh, God.
And
please,
Tatum.
Please don't do this.
He wanted an LA guy. He wanted a tragic.
Look, man, we had a faithful listener and dear friend of ours who passed away, Mr. Johnny Youngblood. He, at every turn possible, lobbied for Lonzo Ball. Johnny, we love you. We miss you. But Johnny, you wasn't right about that.
Yeah, well, he should contemplate retirement. Like,
did you see?
You made it, bros. You made it to the league.
Did you see what it was like? A digital image of what they think his knee looks like on the inside.
They say he'll be the first player, if this surgery is any success or just having a surgery, to actually play having knee plasma surgery.
Oh God! It looks like he has no blood going to his knee. Like this was a digital image, but it looks bad.
Never lost.
It looks terrible. Forget basketball. I just hope the kid is healthy enough to continue life at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. Yeah. You've already made your dream come true.
Yeah, you made it.
You made it. Yeah. Your brother's in there. I mean, and he's getting hurt a lot too.
Yeah,
Yeah. They got a lot of basketball miles on these bodies. And being able to, in the off season, to take care of your body and put back into yourself and in your body is really vital.
Sure.
So let's go to the Lakers and then we can kind of move on. Yeah. LeBron James is probably not looking at coming back anytime soon, but AD and these guys over in LA are really playing good basketball.
Yeah.
I watched a game the other day where they had, I think it was against, I forget, they had a 7-point lead or something. And it was the first time I actually watched that game and said, they're not going to lose this game. When before the trades, they have a 7-point lead, I was like, they probably going to lose this game. But they did not waver. AD has been healthy. The role players have been stepping up. Schroeder, Austin Reeves, Lonnie Walker, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, ex-boyfriend, the kid from Vegas.
Yes, indeed. Troy Brown has been tremendous. He has. Well, when you can actually spread the floor with actual shooters, oh, look at that thing.
It's tragic.
Like what's that front bone? Is that the tibula?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's his patellar tendon right there running. Well, of course you can see a space in between, but the bottom part, and that's just an X-ray. They showed a digital image like it was the MRI.
Yeah.
Which goes into a little more depth, with the muscle, as far as the muscle is concerned. It looked terrible.
Yeah.
But
Troy Brown's been playing good.
He's been playing very well.
All of the role players. Gabriel's been Vanderbilt.
Tremendous.
Laker girls.
Jared Vanderbilt is a godsend.
Yeah.
If we watched him in Minnesota, but of course his name couldn't really reign like that because he was playing in Minnesota.
Well, I mean, he was messing with Lars Pippen.
You knew what he was, though. You knew what he was.
He was beating Lars Pippen. I wonder if he was giving Lars Pippen what she said that Scotty was giving her like 4 or 5 times a day. She was capping.
Was that Malik? That was Malik Beasley?
Malik
right?
Beasley.
Oh yeah. Hey man, who knows?
She was capping.
Probably capping, bro.
Lars Pippen said she's gonna change her name to Jordan if they get married.
See, they took a picture by the Michael Jordan mural. Like, come on, man, when is enough?
She want to be a Jordan so bad.
So bad. Wouldn't that just that would like?
If I was Jordan, I say, you know what, son, I love you. You can do whatever you want, but she still got to pay for her shoes. Regular price. Like you don't get no deal on the
deal on the 11s. She don't get no deal on the bread 11s.
No, you got to go get them from the GOAT or at StockX, just like everybody else.
Just like everybody else. I agree with that. Speaking of the GOAT, I got the Brazil dunks the other day.
Oh. The GOAT.
Slimy, bro.
Michael Jordan bought that Charlotte Hornets team for, I want to say, a couple $100 million.
Yeah, it was like $190 or something.
Right.
Like
and
that.
so to be able to sell it for over $1 billion is a win to me. May not translate into wins for the team, but
we up though.
We up.
But
the Lakers, man.
Yeah, it's been a godsend, man, to have a willing defender like Jared Vanderbilt who doesn't care about scoring. When I see a 0 or a 2 or a 3 in the points column next to his name,
that's Troy Brown too. He does the same thing. He
he more like a 3-and-D dude.
Yeah.
Like he gonna knock down some shots. What you was gonna say?
So Jordan bought it for $180 million. The team is now worth $1.77 billion.
Oh yeah, we'll do it. Yeah.
Bless him. And he was majority owner, wasn't he? Majority owner.
And he started as minority, slowly bought himself more, took over completely, and now look at him.
God, if I was him, I'll still sit on it for a little bit.
Bless him. Why not?
Yeah.
What else you doing?
Yeah. But I like Vanderbilt. Yes. He's a Swiss Army knife.
Big time.
He can hit an open shot, sometime here and there.
Yeah.
He definitely slashes to the bucket. He's a willing defender. He can rebound. He can pass. And he's not out there being OC. He's not an OC type of player.
Nope. Not doing anything that is not within the realm of his game. He kind of remind me of like how Stacey Augmon was when he got to the league and like later on in his career.
Yeah.
Right? Stacey could score. We knew Stacey could score when he came from Pasadena to UNLV. We knew he could score. He was like, dude, averaged like 28 a game in high school. But he was asked to do something different when he got here because we had all the scoring. He didn't need to. His 17 a night did just fine.
Yeah.
We don't need you to drop 30. That's kind of what I look like. What I look at when I see Jared Vanderbilt, a dude that's capable, but when you look in the box score and don't see a 0 next to points, you're not upset because if you slide to the left, you're gonna see 13 rebounds and another 4 assists next to his name. That's where he affects the game, and that's what I like. When willing defenders say, you know what, I don't need nor do I want to score the basketball. Y'all do that.
Yeah.
I do everything else that we need done down here.
I think the Lakers are going to position themselves to be in a really good spot towards the end of the season. And then I think that is when they're going to bring LeBron James probably for the last 2 or 3 games so that they can have that chemistry and camaraderie going right into the playoffs. Yeah. That's what I think.
That's originally what I thought. I was like, you know what? Bron might come back last 4 games.
That's it. That's all
don't need to come back. He doesn't need to.
They're playing good right now.
They're playing well. The young dudes are stepping up. You got Lonnie Walker done finessed his way back into the rotation. He dropped 20 last night.
Yep.
Rui Hachimura is still there, but his minutes dwindled. I think he played 15 minutes last night, maybe.
But he plays really good with LeBron, too. So I think he's going to be back up in there.
He knocks down open mid-range shots.
D'Angelo Russell was getting healthier.
Come on, man.
They didn't have to play him much last night to let that ankle heal.
The shooting is there.
Yeah.
The shooting, the individual defensive play, they're talking better. This team could be one of those scary teams that we talked about. And there are several others. I don't think nobody want to see Golden State for obvious reasons. I don't care where they are in the standings. You don't want to see the Golden State Warriors.
6 or 7.
Something like that. You don't want to see them. I don't care.
And they can't play good on the road.
Yeah, that's the only issue I got with them. And, of course, that's just an obvious one.
Yeah.
But I just deem them scary regardless because of their ability to shoot the basketball. You can't bypass that.
Yeah, they're gonna live and die by that three.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Let the Ball Bounce, Sports Talk Radio. Your guy Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
This is what we do, man. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio every Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, man. We appreciate everybody from around the globe that has actually supported us and given us a lot of love during our run here, man. The NFL, man. Lamar Jackson, man. I find it really odd that he is still waiting on a deal because of an agent.
That's what they'll throw out there. That's what they'll tell you. But we've watched several NFL not stars as big as Lamar Jackson work their own deals. Bobby Wagner's been doing it his entire career. He just inked another 5-year, $50 million deal with the Rams. How did he do it? He just stayed steadfast, bro. This is what I'm worth. This is what I've given you over the course of my career. I've been an all-pro, 8 straight years? My play is dictating what I get on this field and what's within my market as a middle linebacker. Not something else. My play.
Well, what is it?
Patrick Mahomes, when he signed that $500 million deal.
But he had an agent.
Understood. But regardless of that, Patrick Mahomes, when he signed that deal, that opened up everyone's eyes. As great as Pat Mahomes is, you're $500 million. I don't give a damn how many years on the front end of it. You're looking at the number. You're looking at $500 million is what you're looking at. Then, to make matters even worse, you get somebody that hasn't played in 2 years, get a $230 million fully guaranteed deal from a desperate team. Understood that they were desperate, but that $230 million is what it is. So if I'm the Baltimore Ravens,
they're not paying them.
I'm like, in my head, I know he's worth the guaranteed money. I know this. But also in my head, I don't want that on my books.
Well, he has made it clear, or at least reports are that he does, he wants out of Baltimore. Mm-hmm. Where would you put him?
There's a whole lot of places he can go.
Detroit? The Jets? Atlanta?
You wouldn't want him in. Please explain, Jets fan.
As of right now, no, because of the whole Aaron Rodgers situation. Let's say that wasn't there. 1,000% give Baltimore what they want.
Too many eyes on the Jets right now.
Exactly. If there was nothing going on with Aaron Rodgers, because I've had this conversation with other people.
Gotcha.
If you're New York and you're not looking to try to get Lamar because of the franchise tag they gave him, which meaning you can come in and give him that contract that Baltimore's not going to match and find a way to give up these picks, you need to do it. I think any organization right now that needs a quarterback that is in a win now situation has to give up whatever they can. Obviously, keeping some of the nucleus, but you got to give up what you can to get Lamar.
And I think it's going to be draft capital more so than anything that any franchise will be giving up. You'll be giving up your draft capital.
Rams
at this point. I don't think they have any to give up. They wasted it all when Matt Stafford came over. I'm not sure a Tampa situation. Miami could, if you put Lamar in that offense, they're the fastest offense you've ever seen in your entire life, and there's no debate about it. Name an offense faster than that. You can't. And I'm talking minus the running backs. I'm not even adding Raheem Mostert into it, which I know for a fact his top end speed is amongst the top 3 backs in the league. Probably the top three skill players in the league. Top end speed, what they measured them out.
Vikings? Washington? Commodores?
I would like him and Eric Bieniemy to work together. I think that could work.
I mean, I'm just throwing out teams out there who desperately need a quarterback.
Well, there's a bunch of teams that desperately need one, but we
The
talking
Steelers?
about teams that
They're not gonna get nobody no
finna
money.
They're not finna get him no 230 guaranteed.
Nah,
no
bruh.
way. Not the Steelers.
No way.
It's a bunch of teams that if he were to go there, it would upgrade them tremendously in addition to what they already have. It's a bunch of teams that just need him just because they need to put butts in the seat.
The Falcons.
Falcons could do it. I mean, they wouldn't necessarily win anything.
No.
But he'd put butts in the seats.
The Raiders.
Sure, but they just got Jimmy G, and they just gave him $65 million or whatever it was. So they're not clamoring for it, and they're not trying to put nobody in the seats because they're the Raiders and they're always going to have fans. They're just going to always have fans. They're not
Patriots?
clamoring to put anybody in the seats.
Patriots.
Well, they got their guy. They're not doing that.
So I mean, I'm just saying that there's a lot of teams, but are the owners willing to break bread?
Yeah. Oh, Vinny says the Colts. I don't know if he goes to that. Well, if the bag
He goes
right, he
there
gonna
if
go
Edgerrin
anywhere.
James is there.
But they got a solid back over there.
He ain't Edgerrin James.
He's not Edgerrin. I don't think it's too many guys in
Edgerrin
Colts
ain't walking
history
through
that
the
are.
doors right now.
The only guy I can think of is two guys I can think of: ED and Marshall Faulk. The only two dudes in Colts history that I can think of that sit up there with that ED sit up there with. There ain't nobody sitting up with ED nowhere. It's or with Edgerrin James anywhere.
So.
But
It's gonna
It's
be
tough.
interesting. It's gonna be tough. They did franchise tag him,
yeah, it was the non-exclusive.
and if I was him, I wouldn't play. I'll say my knee hurt,
which it's believable because it was just hurt.
or was it?
Or was it? I really believe he could have played those last
Of
5 games.
course, but why would he if you
But
don't
why
have a
would
deal
I?
in place?
Why would I? Why would I? I did everything you wanted me to do. I did everything you asked of me in the 4 or 5 years that you had me under my rookie deal.
Yep.
It's time to come back to the table, big dog.
Oh man,
5 years is up. What Jay say in the put your hands up video?
Yeah.
5 minutes is up. Let's go.
let's go. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. That's what we do. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. You watching that fight tonight? We got Plant
Yes.
and Benavidez.
David Benavidez and
Benavidez.
and Mr. Caleb Plant tonight. I like David Benavidez, and I always have, bro. I told people about David Benavidez when he was fighting undercards when Liam Smith was a main event, right at which is now the Virgin Hotel at Hard Rock.
Yep.
I went to that fight where that was Munguia, Jaime Munguia on that one. But I've been telling people about David Benavidez for a really, really long time. He is a matchup nightmare. He is big, he is fast, and he will annihilate you. Caleb Plant has his work cut out for him tonight. I just don't see it, bro. Give me David Benavidez all the way tonight, bro. Give him to me.
It's gonna be a good fight.
It's gonna be a good one for about 15 minutes.
Yikes. Okay.
About 15 minutes.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. We appreciate everybody, man. Share the live feed, man. You can still share the live feed even
Yes.
after the show.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Please watch us on YouTube.
Please.
Watch us on Facebook.
Yes.
Hit us up in our Gmail.
Come on, man.
Hit us in our inboxes.
Talk
ask
to,
us
and talk
questions.
to us nicely.
Yeah, talk to us nicely, man. We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Eagles Thomas.
This is what we do, man. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, man. We appreciate everybody chiming in, man. We love you. Jose V, man, we appreciate you, man.
homeboy.
And guess what, man? If you scared,
You better go to church.